it's a part of the strategy to like think about what enemies you have to fight, you have to kill, and what enemies you don't.
And also, just in general, those other like shooters have cover
Yes,
mechanics to like, hey, chill for a second behind this wall. All right, plan out your next move.
for
Like
sure.
here, planning out your next move. It should happen in these like safe rooms, really.
Yeah,
And yeah,
it's
and everything else is kind of seems like it's on the fly.
it's very hard to avoid taking damage in oh shit in this game. Well, not so much in this game, but like typical Resident Evil, because like
Hmm.
you kind of just have to like in Resident Evil HD, like the first one,
Yeah,
you kind of just have to like run around in a circle or in front of a zombie, wait for it to lunge at you, and then run past it, hopefully. But like that's not
yeah.
always gonna work, and sometimes you just have to plan around taking the damage, just eating it, and then
Hmm.
just being like, all right, I took that damage, it's fine, it's not the end of the world, and I can just move on.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Um, I think I heard this like point given as like well, it's like one of my favorite YouTube channels, but like they don't really do that many videos anymore. It's like I think it was Turbo Button.
mm-hmm.
They made like a lot of good video essays on like video
Oh,
games.
that's a big room. Okay.
Um, one of the ones they were talking about is how like cover shooters like should not like don't put a cover mechanic because it kind of makes the game boring. And like back to Uncharted, but the difficulty of like those games, it's actually way more fun to play on the easiest difficulty than it is on the hardest difficulty because you have so much freedom and you don't need to sit and play in the cover
Yeah,
mechanic.
it doesn't make you
And
wait.
yeah, it doesn't make you wait, and you don't need to because you're taking more damage, so you need to obviously chill out and like regen sometimes. What the fuck? Who is that?
Are we not gonna talk to him?
Shoot him.
He's that asshole that's kind of been just shitting
Shot
on
me
us
in
for
the
the entire
face.
game.
Okay.
Not the leg.
I guess he's just gonna stand there.
Shot me in the
Yeah.
face.
Are these Zambos?
No, just in general, it was just like, hey, you should probably try to like, it kind of like boiled. I wouldn't say boiled, but like what my takeaway from it is like, games probably should try to be more fun in difficulty sometimes. If you're
Yeah.
gonna make your game like that.
Like, have you guys played Gears of War? On like
I
max
have not.
difficulty?
No, because
Yeah,
I didn't have, I didn't have
have.
Xbox growing up.
I have, yeah. It's kind of a nightmare.
You're constantly behind cover. Oh my god. It's ridiculous.
What the fuck?
I don't know
Did
what
this
the
thing
fuck this thing
die?
is. I guess I don't need to kill it.
Shoot me in the leg.
Oh, I almost walked right into him. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I won't lie, Halo Legendary is just kind of a shit difficulty. Because it's like, it's just artificial. It's not even real difficulty, I don't think. It's just artificial difficulty. Because it's like,
I've been like approaching that a lot.
because
with
it doesn't
games.
like change the level design or like the enemy layout or anything. It's just like you take more damage and enemies take less damage. So it's like, it's kind
It's like yeah, it's hard, but it's like you didn't really change anything. Like you just bumped up numbers, and that's kind of that's where I see artificial difficulty is. Like you didn't
Yeah.
change, even if I don't have to do anything really different than other than be more careful.
Yeah, I'm not a
It's a new
huge fan
game.
of it, and I didn't really
Well,
like Uncharted crushing either. I mean, I know there was a
Yeah.
worse difficulty in Brutal, and that's fair. If you beat Uncharted on Brutal, you're kind of a god.
I like kind of agree, but at the same time, it's like
It's fulfilling its like
I don't
purpose of
really
making the
disagree.
game hard. It's just like I think it's kind of stupid if you just need to scroll up some numbers to make it hard instead of actually doing it a little bit more creatively.
Because there's ways to make a game hard, but not like in an unfair way. Like,
Yeah.
okay. So how would you make Halo harder on Legendary?
change
I didn't play Halo, so I can't really like say much.
change the enemy layout, maybe.
So what does that mean? More enemies? Because that's artificial
No,
difficulty.
move
change
enemies
the types of
around.
enemies. Yeah.
So just more elites?
maybe, or like I don't
Just
know. I
just
can't
mix
really
it up.
like. I haven't
Like
really
mix
thought
it up
about
to.
this, so I can't like tell you on the spot. But like,
I can tell you right now, like if I want to make Uncharted more harder, get rid of like keep the stats all the same. That's just a general rule. But like just remove some cover spots, change like the layout of where enemies are and aren't, make it so that there's some enemies that are like, hey, this dude has an RPG here, but there's like a couple enemies that have like headgear that you need to fucking get around. Like that makes it way more harder, but like that doesn't make it stupid. Where it's like, oh, dude, I shot you once, you're dead, haha.
I don't know. For Halo, at least, I don't think I really disagree. I think just scaling the enemies up is like a fair way to do it. Because I don't think replacing enemies with other types of enemies works.
maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know.
Unless we mean like remove all grunts and replace them with like shield.
I think that's where artificial difficulty is. If you just because that seems like it's like very lazy.
Well,
You
it's
just
like
remove the entire enemy
I
type.
don't think there is a way to like effectively change the difficulty in a non-artificial way, unless you're just like.
I think there is because you can just make. Okay, yeah, that was stupid. Like, just literally, it's enemy placement in these shooters. That's the main way you can do it.
The thing is, though, the fighting, like, I don't really understand what you mean
That's
by
bullshit.
placement, though. That's the thing. Because it's like, oh, how
If there's if
Oh,
there's
my
3
bad.
grunts
Wow.
in the area, then change it so that hey, there's 1 grunt, there's 2 fucking captains or whatever, and then like there's 2 higher class enemies, and then maybe there's 1 more grunt. So I guess there's 2 grunts and like 2
so you're
captains.
saying, like, change who actually appears.
Change who appears so that, but don't change the stats of the enemy.
Okay. Okay, now I can, like, yeah, that makes sense, but the only issue with that is, like, A, there needs to be an actual amount of, wait, hold up, where was I going with this? I was looking at that dude, like, walking up to
Yeah, I don't
Peter,
blame you.
so I kind of lost my train of thought. But, are those guys immortal, by the way?
I think they are.
What are they called? Do you want me to look
I have
it
no
up?
idea. No, I'm just. If they're not immortal, they take too much damage to kill. So I'm not.
To kill.
I'm just.
You
Gonna
know,
Honestly,
try
I
to
think
avoid them.
they're immortal. I don't
Oh.
believe they would make.
It's probably just a level hazard.
Yeah.
What's I gonna say? So the thing is, I feel like you have to scale up their health.
Oh,
in
right, I
some-
forgot.
Oh, my heart.
Good rep.
Oh,
You ain't scared of me, bitch.
oh,
We've been around here before.
oh.
Is it worth trying to get a headshot on these fucking dogs?
Yeah, it does more damage. I think.
I mean, like,
Enough
is
damage.
it like that? Is it harder?
What do you mean, harder to hit them?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's kind of just like if they're moving. I don't know. If they're not moving, like that one was just running into the ladder, like it's kind of easy. But if they're moving around, it's kind of tricky.
Mm-hmm.
What was I trying to say again? The thing is, I think you have to scale up enemy health because, like, for example, if you're fighting, like, okay, let's say that there's this area, right? And on easy mode, it's like 1 grunt, it's like 5 grunts and an elite, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on normal mode, it's like 2 elites, right? And then 4 grunts, and they keep adding another elite and replacing a grunt for you. I know, like, this is a lazy way, but like I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that would work because in easy mode, so to say, it's easy, or normal mode, right? So it's like they die too easily that I don't think. Even if you add more enemies, I don't think it's a meaningful. It's impactful in a way.
I'm pretty sure
that
that's because
makes the game
stat
harder.
changes.
Say that again?
I'm pretty sure that's because the stat changes. If they change the stats on hard mode and they like, I'm assuming, of course, they made the enemies easier to kill and changed the enemy layout to be even easier, like so that hey, if there's 3 grunts, they don't do shit to you.
Mhm.
But I'm saying keep everything aligned with normal mode, and
In
just
terms of damage output and stuff,
in terms
right?
of damage and like giving out damage, and just make it harder. Like I'm not saying hey on the last difficulty pump it in pump full of like 50,000 elites
Mhm.
because that's also stupid.
I agree. Okay,
It's
yeah.
just you literally need to like subtly change it so that
Change who's approaching. I understand your thing. So now that I think I know what you're talking about. Let me try and explain what I was getting at. Um, the thing is, there are points in like the game. First of all, actually, I think in Halo 5 they might actually change enemy layout just for the record, right? But let's operate under the assumption that that's not true. Um, there will be times where you will fight like 5 elites, right? And this is ridiculous, okay? And it's like, if doing that in normal mode would not be tough, I assume. It would not be tough at all. So it's like, if they took levels in normal mode and just made the enemy units harder, more like harder enemy units to fight against, I just don't think it would be like enough to actually make the game significantly difficult. I think you have to scale their health and damage output to an extent. I'm not saying no, we
I'm
don't do
still
enemy
going under the assumption that they're changing the stats, and that's why you think that. Because, hey, you play it on normal mode, you play it on crushing or whatever the fuck they have, and they change the enemy stats. So, like, on normal mode, hey, yeah, this is easier, but, like, it realistically shouldn't be, oh, just fucking scale up your stats, dude. Just,
Well, no,
I'll just make
I'm
it.
saying
Oh fuck! I
that,
forgot about it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm saying that they could scale up the stats less than they know. Like, okay, so there's normal and there's legendary, right? Let's say legendary, they scale the stats by like twice as much, right? I'm saying instead of scaling it twice as much, scale it by times 1.5, right? And then make harder enemy placement. Like you need both. I think you genuinely need both because if you did one or the other, it's just annoying. If you do just scaling up the enemy stats as Halo kind of does, then the game is ridiculously hard.
I just don't think like I don't think a game developer should ever be like, oh, let's design a hard mode.
What?
All right, Jim, just okay.
Is he blind?
I don't really
I
get
think I
that.
broke the game.
But,
So
all right, yeah, Jim, I want you to go and tune up the enemy stats and just call it a fucking day. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna play your shitty ass hard mode if you didn't put the work in that you did in the first time on normal mode.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it almost doesn't even matter sometimes.
Okay,
Peter,
bullshit.
my heart.
I think what happened there is that.
He was staring at you when you were in the
Well,
safe
no.
zone. So then...
Yeah. And I guess he just kept thinking I was in the safe zone. I keep trying to stop. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. I'm just gonna go. Alright, I'm dead anyway.
Yeah, yo.
Anyway, Scoops, sorry to cut you off.
No, that's right. That's really okay. He looks like a fucking cheese pizza.
That's a disgusting cheese pizza.
What is he eating? Like, what is that?
That's
Your
my,
esophagus?
that's my, I don't know. Well, that's my neck.
Meat of the neck. No one really cares.
Yeah, like, is that your esophagus? Like, I don't understand.
Come on.
What? You're crazy.
He's really hard to time to dodge for.
Wait, you just died because you got hit from the back? I guess that makes sense.
Damn.
Yeah. Fuck. After a successful dodge, yeah, blah, whatever. I also think another way they could make the things harder in a not artificial way is maybe like make certain guns not available to you. Like maybe not give you a sniper in a level where you like.
Okay,
Yeah, just
benefit
like
a
level
lot.
design.
Yeah.
Peter, these guys do die.
Huh? Oh.
They die.
Well, it's not. I still don't think it's worth it.
You just can't use your pistol. It's not strong enough.
Well, I wasn't. I was using more than my pistol.
Did you use a shotgun?
Pretty
Oh,
sure
it's
the
this
first thing he
guy.
did in that room was like shoot like a grenade launcher. And he was the only one that survived of the grenade launcher.
The thing is okay, well, let me read it.
What is wrong with these enemies, dude?
Freaking gremlin thing.
What is he doing? He just attacked me.
And that missed? Bro, what?
Bro, look at this.
I don't get the
look at this,
movement
like,
of these
back
enemies.
roll. Look at this back roll he got, bro. He's got the Street Fighter Ken back dash.
I don't even know if any back
I
dash
fucking
like
hate
that.
guy. Fuck him.
But basically the problem with these guys is they regenerate. The pale heads is what they're called.
Oh, I guess those are the enemies from Resident Evil 4 too. Maybe. I guess they're
A
similar.
sound strategy with these freaky folks is to use the shotgun or magnum and to aim for the head.
Hey, Peter.
Their unique bodies mean that you can't decapitate them. So don't waste ammo trying to slow them down.
I'd still rather not waste ammo trying to kill him at all.
You just have to put a few magnum shots in his head.
Alright, but here's the thing. No.
Alright. Cool, dude. Enjoy getting
There
killed.
you go.
How many
He
of
didn't
them
do
have we
anything.
fought?
The Magnum is the most precious resource in any Resident Evil game. I'm not wasting it on these fuckers. I'm not wasting them on a fucking cheese pizza.
That cheese pizza almost killed your ass.
He did multiple times. And yet... Wait, where's the fuse box? Oh, here it is. See, look, he's running around like a fucking doofus. I don't need to worry about him.
Damn. That's what Peter says now, but real
Wait,
soon.
isn't that it? I need one more.
Yeah,
What
I guess.
the fuck is it? Ugh. Alright, cheese pizza. How's it going? Fuck me, where is this?
It definitely reminds me of a fucking cheese pizza.
Yeah,
Oh, you're dead.
Nah,
Wait,
nah.
no, you're
they're
not.
fast. That's the thing. They're fast.
Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh, I can't get back up that way.
Enjoy death again.
I don't want to kill him, though.
Enjoy dying, forehead.
Nah, that time I dodged.
You're crazy.
You can't
Can't
kill
you
me.
shoot his leg or whatever? What'd you do earlier?
I thought he
you're like a fucking
regenerates.
Dukes.
Alright, block him off, block him off. Don't let him in, don't let him in. Okay, good. I was scared.
I think as soon as
I'm
that
dead.
cutscene starts, you can just
I'm
like.
in!
I think as soon as that cutscene starts, he can't get into the elevator.
I would hope so. Okay, I took that one. I guess it's down here somewhere? God, I hate that I missed this. Where the fuck is it?
Is there one in there?
Did it pop up on my map? No, no. No, no. I don't know. No, there's none in there.
Alright, let's keep our eyes peeled, sirs.
Can't go in
What?
there.
Peter, what's our time? Maybe we should just end it right here.
Yeah, okay, sure. I'll look around off camera for this last fuse. So thanks for watching, guys. One, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Hit the bell!
Hit the bell, too.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't
Bye.
wait for us to face some more cheese pizzas in the next part.
Let's go.
I like pepperoni better, though.